So you're dreaming of a luxury escape to the absolutely stunning hills and backwaters of Kerala. You've probably asked yourself one really big question. What's it actually going to cost? Well, today we're going to break down all the numbers for a 5-day getaway. Let's jump right in. You know that feeling when the city heat starts to creep up and you just find yourself daydreaming of an escape? Yeah, you're definitely not alone. That desire for a complete reset from the heat, the humidity, the whole daily grind, it's exactly what sends so many people looking for a cool, refreshing getaway. And Kerala, especially its hill stations, well, it's pretty much the perfect answer. And hey, the numbers don't lie. While the cities are just sweltering in 31 to 37-degree heat, Kerala's hill stations like Munnar are this blissful 20 to 25 degrees. Just imagine swapping that sticky city air for cool, misty mornings where you might even need a light jacket. It's not just a trip, it's a complete atmospheric reset. But let's be real for a second. Between dreaming of those misty mountains and actually being there, there's usually one major hurdle, right? The budget. So let's get straight to the point and tackle the big question head on. What is the price of this paradise? Okay, here's the bottom line. For a 5 to 6 day luxury tour package in Kerala, you should probably budget somewhere between 45,000 and 65,000 rupees per person. Now, let's be super clear. This is not a budget trip. This price range reflects a premium, all-inclusive experience where comfort and quality are the absolute top priorities. But what does that 45 to 65,000 rupees actually get you? Let's kind of deconstruct the cost and see where all that money goes and what a typical luxury itinerary looks like. This is where the real value starts to become clear. So a typical luxury package will take you on this classic Kerala circuit. You start your journey climbing up from the coastal city of Cochin into the cool tea-scented hills of Munnar. From there, it's onto the Khadi for some wildlife and aromatic spice plantations before finally descending to the iconic, unbelievably tranquil backwaters of Alleppey. It's a perfectly paced trip that covers a huge diversity of landscapes in just 5 days. A huge chunk of your budget, and I mean huge, goes to accommodation. And this is where luxury really shines. We're talking 4- and 5-star hotels with incredible views and just impeccable service. And then, of course, there's the quintessential Kerala experience, a night on a premium houseboat in Alleppey. And listen, these aren't just boats, they're basically floating hotels, complete with your own chef and staff, which is why they can cost as much as a 5-star resort room. It's a huge part of that luxury price tag for sure. The next major component is how you get around. A luxury package means no haggling with local taxis or trying to figure out bus schedules. You get a private, air-conditioned car with a professional chauffeur for the entire duration of your trip. This gives you total flexibility to stop for photos, explore at your own pace, and just travel between destinations in complete comfort. Now, to really understand the value of a luxury package, it really helps to see how it compares to the other options out there. How does this price point stack up against different ways to experience Kerala? You can see here that 45 to 65,000 rupee price point sits firmly in the luxury category. For comparison, a mid-range trip comes in at around 25 to 40,000, while a budget-friendly option is totally possible for as little as 15 to 25,000. This gives you a really clear map of where your investment fits and what level of comfort you're paying for. But what do those different price points actually feel like? Well, the real difference isn't just in the hotel rating. It's about moving from just a basic stay to a 5-star resort, from shared transport to a private car, and from a really rigid, set itinerary to one with personalized experiences and the flexibility to explore what really interests you. You're paying for convenience, you're paying for comfort, and you're paying for a higher degree of personalization. Okay, so knowing the costs and what they include is one thing, but no matter your budget, everybody wants the best possible value for their money, right? So let's finish up with some actionable advice on how to travel smarter when you're planning your trip to Kerala. These 4 tips are pretty much universal. First, planning ahead almost always gets you better deals on flights and hotels. Second, think about the off-season. Traveling between June and October might mean a bit more rain, but it also means lower prices and unbelievably lush green landscapes. Third, be smart about your package. Don't pay for inclusions you don't actually want. And finally, traveling with friends or family can seriously bring down the per-person cost of things like private transport. So after crunching all the numbers and breaking down the costs, we're left with one final and maybe more important question. Whether it's the view from a mountaintop, the peace of floating on the backwaters, or a moment of connection with a new culture,
What's the one thing that, for you, makes a journey truly priceless? It's something to think about. Thanks for tuning in.